we had Ivan not thriving, Ben back again, and Tayshia is engaged to Zach. Yes, everybody, this is your The Bachelorette season finale part 2. It is really over. Live recap. Grab your glasses. It's time for Roses and Rosé. Oh, babes, it's me, Lauren Zima, and it is the finale, the big finish, the big final. It's really done. And we are here to talk about everything that we just witnessed, including, spoiler alert, I mean, it's too late, but spoiler alert. Tayshia is engaged. And on that note, we have, look at this, a beautiful ring celebrating the engagement. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You just saw it, but let's look at it again. A cake with Tayshia's face on it, because you guys know I freaking love cake. And you know what? What better time to put a face on a cake than the Bachelorette finale? And of course, you know I love rosé. Look at this. We have got a pin in it, both the season and my hair, and it says rosé. Yes, I am all about the fit right now, everyone. I mean, look, I gotta say, I kind of brought it. This is a full black velvet pantsuit for the finale, everybody. We are here, we are doing it. Let's get to it. First, I've got to pour my rosé, of course, and we do have a classic rosé because I like to end the finale strong on a beautiful light rosé that we know and love. Everybody, cheers to Tayshia. What did you think of this final episode? Let me know in the comments below. Did you predict the outcome? Did you think that Tayshia would get engaged to Zach? Did you think that she'd send Ivan home? Did you think that she'd send Ben home again? Oh, poor Ben, right? Let me know in the comments below because I am taking your comments and questions live. I'm getting them right here on this iPad, and I want to hear from you guys what you thought, what you were shocked by, how you feel. Are we crying? All we've done this season is cry. All right, anyway, seriously, let's get to it. And again, as a reminder, we are live, so I got to do my own graphics, which I kind of love doing. Look at that. Our graphics department's going to hate me for that. Their job is much more difficult than I just made that look. All right, so first of all, everybody, we pick up where we left off. After Monday night's episode, Ben had returned. Tayshia didn't know what she was going to do with it. Well, we found out. Ben and Tayshia are talking, and I really felt like Ben could see in Tayshia's eyes that something was there, you know, and he was kind of smiling and kind of looking at her in that Ben Captain America way. And you know what? Then Tayshia says she has to think, and Ben thinks he's gonna seal the deal with his big move, a kiss. So don't drink for the whole time Ben went in for the kiss.
Ben showing up tonight affects everything. And I just don't want to make a bad decision. And I just kissed him. Why would I kiss him? Why did I do that?
Why did she do that? Babes, why did she do that? What did you think? I think she did that because she loves to kiss Ben. You know what I'm saying? Ben does that thing, I've talked about it all season. He grabs the neck, he pulls you in. I think Ben's a good kisser. And actually, I know he is because I asked Tayshia about it when I did an interview with her, and she said he was the best kisser. So, you know, take what you, do what you will with that. What did you guys think of that moment? Did you feel that Tayshia should have brought Ben back into the fold after just sending him home? I have to say, I kind of felt like we were back in Bennett territory again, not to bring up what might be a sore subject for some of you, but I don't know, it's been a lot of like back and forthing with the guys this season at this point. All right, your comments and questions are coming in, and Katie Ann says she cried so hard during the proposal. We are going to talk about it. Liz says that she doesn't feel Tayshia is ready to marry any of these guys. She just really likes Zach, but she's not sure it will work out. Woo! And Betsy says it was a beautiful proposal, but I was hoping she would pick Ben. Well, she didn't then. Okay, so and then, it's the rose ceremony, and from one guy being brought back to another being sent home. I could not believe this, you guys. So Ivan and Zach are standing there, and in walks Ben. Look at Ivan's eyes. He's like, what the? Zach had kind of a chill reaction. I sort of like that Zach is unflinched by anything. He was like, whatever, man. Ivan's stressed out. Ivan's wearing a turtleneck. Let's pour one out for Brendan. Why did these men think they needed to wear turtlenecks in Palm Springs all season? Thought it was just Brendan. Apparently not. Maybe he left it for Ivan as good luck. But that turtleneck would not prove to be useful because Tayshia comes out and she pulls Ivan aside. And she tells Ivan that this came out of nowhere for me, babes. What did you think? She tells Ivan that their religion issue is too big of a roadblock for them to overcome. Now, I know she'd mentioned after their fantasy suite that they talked about religion, but this just came, again, out of left field for me. To use a sports reference, I had not heard them talk about religion. I didn't know that it was a point of contention for them. Just last night, we were hearing Tayshia say that Ivan is literally perfect, but this kind of spoke to what I think. I said last night that I feel like Tayshia knows Ivan's a great guy. He checks all the boxes, but something was missing. And I think it was both a spark and just maybe like that deep connection. And maybe the religious issue was either a really real problem or, you know, she just needed to put a label on what wasn't working. So were you shocked? Because then what happens is Tayshia sends Ivan home and the car is pulling away. And I gotta say, it wasn't very emotional. I mean, I thought we were gonna get some tears. Let's not forget that Tayshia cried over Blake. I couldn't believe this. Ivan's going, he's not crying, Tayshia's not crying. Listen to what Ivan had to say.
I think this is a lot harder than Tayshia imagined, and I don't know if she'll feel comfortable really with anybody by the end of this. Because I think me and her made the most sense. It's gonna be tough on her, but she's not gonna pick anybody, I don't think.
Hindsight's 2020. But she did pick someone, Ivan. She did. It was interesting, though, because as you guys were just commenting, some of you saying you didn't think Tayshia was ready. I guess Ivan didn't think that Tayshia was ready either. Oh. Okay, more comments coming in. Kelly says, poor Ivan, need to know why. Kathy says, Ivan was husband material. She blew it. I think Tayshia knew he was husband material. She just didn't seem to want that material. She was interested in a different fabric, I suppose. It comes down to what it often does, you know, on this show and in life. I think just that extra spark. So Sarah says, oh, Zach is mature enough to have a long engagement. That's why she picked him. Interesting. You know, let's just take a little drink for Ivan because, man, he was great. If we didn't already have our Bachelor material in Matt because of the way the production schedule worked out, do you guys think Ivan would have made a good Bachelor? I do. Let me know in the comments below. All right, so this means that Ben is back again. A Ben is back. He and Zach are gonna meet Tayshia's family. And oh my gosh, I was so excited for this because I love Tayshia's dad back on Colton's season when he said something about how you shouldn't microwave love. He does not mess around, this man. So Tayshia's brothers are here, her mom and her dad. And you know what? Oh, Emily says I am loving Tayshia's dad. I am too. So don't drink for all the amazing reactions that Tayshia's dad had to her telling him what had been going on.
See how she's been. Whoa! So what is Tayshia? What are you doing? Where are we at? What are we doing?
Okay. Ben actually went home, but Ben came back. So
Oh no!
he showed back up on my doorstep.
What?
Oh, that man. An eyebrow raise is worth 1,000 words from Mr. Adams. I love him. Do you guys love Tayshia's dad? I really adore when the parents, when the family are characters on the show, you know? Well, let's raise our glasses to Barb, remember her? But, how could we forget? Why did I even say that? But he was amazing. So he's there, and he doesn't mess around. He doesn't mince words. He raises his eyebrows. And he seems like he's going to be pretty skeptical about this whole thing. Ben comes and meets Tayshia's family, and I thought things went fine, solidly. I mean, you know, what's not to like about Ben when you meet him, especially just for this little amount of time? I don't think there was any issue that they noticed in this conversation. I did have an issue with, again, one of our final events towards the end here. I am so fucking sick of the scooters, you guys. Don't drink for all the scooters they rode at the end here.
I'm so happy that I came back. I'm so happy that I got to meet her family. I'm so grateful that she took me back. Her family likes me. I can see myself fitting in with her family. All right, so Tayshia and I are out of here for the night. It was great to meet you all.
I love you.
Love you, Tays. Look where you're going, girl.
They scooted away. Like, we had to end the season here because we have run out of things to do at the La Quinta, okay? I have to say, Matt James's season of The Bachelor, which is coming up in, hold on. Shameless plug. Just a few weeks. They also filmed it at one resort, this time in Pennsylvania, but I think they had more to do. So I'm excited for that. They had a bigger property there, different weather, it wasn't so hot. So we're gonna get some more fun activities for Matt James's season. Can't watch any more scooters. But let's metaphorically scoot on to you guys' comments. Jordan says, please make Ben the next Bachelor. It's interesting, you guys, we don't usually have this lack of speculation about who the next lead's gonna be, right? Because the pandemic changed filming, they had to name Matt James earlier as the Bachelor so that they could keep the shows going. And usually we'd be wondering, who will the next Bachelor be? We'd be, speculating an announcement will be coming soon. I gotta say, unless one of these guys goes on Paradise and stays strong in the fans' minds, I don't predict that we're gonna get a Bachelor from post Matt James's season from this crew. That's my guess, because we still have a whole nother season of The Bachelorette before we get the next season of The Bachelor, so we're gonna have a whole nother crop of guys. I'm just saying. So, Kenna says they scootered off into the sunset. They didn't though, because she's not with Ben. So let's talk about Zach and Tayshia. Zach goes to meet Tayshia's family, and I did love how serious Zach took this. He sat down with her dad and he said, look, you've set this high standard of how to treat your daughter, and that doesn't scare me. I'm serious here. I want to do what's right and be the best man for Tayshia. He is so serious about this that they are going to eat some New York pizza. If there's one thing we know about Zach is that he's from New York, and if there's one thing I know about this pizza, it's that, to be honest, it didn't look that great. How long had it been sitting in the Palm Desert sun? I have questions. I wanted to dab it right off of the napkin. But you know what? Again, we're running out of things to do. So everything's going fine until Tayshia's dad comes and talks to her in private. And I need you guys' thoughts on this because I didn't fully know how to process it. He comes and here's a little snippet of some of the stuff he said to her. Take a listen.
Seeing these guys, we don't want things to go backwards for you. It might not be what you want to hear, but I don't want you to be making the biggest mistake of your life.
Did that mean that Tayshia's dad... I make that mistake on purpose a lot. Did that mean that Tayshia's dad didn't think Tayshia should be with either Zach or Ben? Let me know in the comments below. That was the takeaway I had from the conversation. It seemed to me that Tayshia's dad, again, he was with her through her divorce, and Tayshia said he really saw her true pain, talked about how he sat in the car with her once while she screamed and cried, and he just sat next to her. Oh, my heart. So it seemed to me like Tayshia's dad didn't think either of these guys were really the one for Tayshia. But was I reading that wrong? Let me know in the comments below. Robin Robertson says, thank God she didn't pick Ben. Why, Robin? Why? Do you guys love Ben still? I mean, I still think Ben's great. Something wasn't there. So Tayshia is wondering, should she get engaged? Are these guys right for her? And she goes and talks to Zach, and she seems to tell Zach that she's worried that she's missing something, that she's not seeing something that could go wrong. She's wondering what will happen once we're out of here. And again, I was a little confused here. She started talking about would he still like her if she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I think maybe this was just Tayshia being kind of gun shy from having been divorced and having been on the shows before. She was on Colton's season of The Bachelor. She was on Bachelor in Paradise. I think she was just worried she might be missing something. And then Zach kind of reassures her. He says, look, I'm in. He talks about how he is celebrating the anniversary of his sobriety and how he's found everything in her. And this seemed to be the clarity, had to do it one more time, that Tayshia was looking for, because she then says she's realized her heart is not with Ben. I was a little surprised there, you guys. I was. Tayshia goes and talks to Ben. I did not think she was going to send him home before the proposal moment. It felt like he'd been there and back and gone again in a hot second. That's why it reminded me of Bennett. It's like, hey, you've come back for, half a day to meet my family, to get completely emotionally involved, to tell me that you love me, but bye, it's not working for me. So she tells him she's done. And let's listen to what Ben had to say.
I put all of myself into this. And so, I thought I was gonna be her husband. I'm still.
He thought he was gonna be her husband. Don't drink for all Ben's pain. What did you guys think? I gotta say, I saw where Ben was coming from. He's thinking she's brought me back here, so it must be because I'm the one, right? No, Ben's there and back again. You know what? Don't drink for the whole time. Ben was just going home in the car, and it was completely heartbreaking.
All the things that I was looking for, all the things that I saw in her, all of the beauty that she has, our life would have been so good. She was perfect for me.
Ben. He said their life would have been so good, she was perfect for him. Was she? Did you think Tayshia would be with Ben? Let me know in the comments below. So, she's not. Teresa says Tayshia had the best wardrobe of any Bachelorette. I agree. Eddie says we need your Harry Potter Voldemort impression at least one more time. I will deliver. Thank you, Eddie. Stay tuned. How could we not? So Tayshia's getting ready. And she's getting ready to get proposed to, right? And she is still worried about things changing with Zach. I have to say, I was a little worried as she was getting ready for the proposal about how tense Tayshia seemed. I was thinking, I don't want her to feel this way on the day of her proposal, right? Then we see Zach picking out the ring and talking about finding the woman of his dreams. And my worry with Zach, and if I do an interview with them, I do want to ask them, is like, Zach, how did you kind of know that you yourself wanted to make this big change? He just, before going on the show, had said he didn't even really want to get married. I want to know why he went on the show and how he knew that the change for him was right versus just being caught up in the feelings for Tayshia. I have these questions. By the way, gorgeous look on Tayshia. I mean, let's just get to the proposal moment and talk about how incredibly stunning she looked. Zach is walking up. Tayshia is looking gorgeous. Zach says, among many honestly beautiful romantic things, he says, quote, "There are moments in life you wait your entire existence for, and this is one of those moments." You guys, I thought everything that Zach had to say was pretty amazing. I got pretty swept up in it, so let's take a listen.
Nothing has ever felt so right my entire life. You've helped me experience a love that I didn't know existed.
Zach says that he loves Tayshia because she's a strong, independent woman. He says he loves her because she makes everyone around her better. And I thought to myself, this is a mature man talking, because these are reasons that you should love a person, right? And They are holding each other. They are crying. They are caressing. I am getting totally caught up in it. How did you guys feel during this proposal moment? And you know what? Let's just get totally swept up in it. Let's hold each other's hands. And by each other's hands, I mean our glasses of wine. Don't drink for everything that Tayshia had to say to Zach, because at the end here, I thought she might have been turning him down. Everybody, don't drink for Tayshia.
I know that I told you that I love you. But sorry. It's more than that. It's this wild, wild love that I have tried to come up with so many reasons to not believe, and you have truly just made me believe that there doesn't need to be flaws, and that I deserve a love with a man that won't run away.
Oh, Tayshia! That was the answer I was looking for, you guys. I had been wondering, as we'd heard Tayshia say that Ivan was literally everything, that Brendan was the one she saw herself with, that Ben was awesome. How did she pick Zach? And I think that is the difference. She said, and I quote, it's this wild, wild love. She said that it is more than just saying I love you, and they were in tears together. And it was pretty beautiful. And Zach gets down on one knee, and he tells her he is going to choose her all the time. They are both crying. And here is what Tayshia says in response to the proposal.
Yes. It's 1,000 times. I love you.
Yes! Oh, come on!
The music was swelling. I was swept up in it. I thought it was a little surprising that Zach said yes, but I didn't hate it. He's like this New Yorker guy, and then at the end when he gets engaged, he goes, yes! Great, love it, Zach. So Zach and Tayshia are engaged. Again, tell me if you guys were surprised. They're toasting here. I love it. A little surprising that Tayshia, who's probably mentioned donuts almost once an episode, she just finds out that Zach likes donuts, and she's like, okay, great. I'm like, how did we not ask about that? They talked about having kids. She says that he's the gas and she's the brakes. That surprised me a little bit too, because I thought they were really on the same page about a lot of this stuff. I don't know. I have questions, and I will say we should be interviewing them. So a little shameless plug, we'll have that interview for you tomorrow at etonline.com. We are going to take a few more of your comments. Everybody loved the taxi at the end. Yes, that taxi pulled up. Noelle and Sue loved it for Tayshia and Zach. Madison says, I've never cried during a proposal before, but I cried during this one. Alice says, best proposal ever. Danielle says, so perfect. Maria says, says a lot about Zach, that he took all of Tayshia's concerns in stride. It was really romantic, you guys, truly. I adore Tayshia so much. I've called her the angel, mermaid, goddess, human. She has just been so mature and beautiful during all this that I really want her to be happy. Now, I will say I didn't know probably until tonight who she was going to pick. She seemed so in focus with all the guys, and they all seemed so into her. But Zach, he's never done anything to scare her. You know, as much as Tayshia said she's tried to find the flaws, there haven't been any with Zach. He's been totally focused on her the whole time. So I raised my glass to Zach and Tayshia and their engagement. And I can't wait to see what happens next. We're going to talk to them tomorrow. Brooke wants a life update, so does Lily. We're going to get it tomorrow, you guys. Now, hold on. Shameless plug. Yes, we're going to talk to them. And another shameless plug, from mature to mess. We are going to only have 1 week off of Roses and Rosé for a little holiday New Year moment. And then it is back to your screens with Matt James's season of The Bachelor. And ooh, I say mess because it looks like it is going to be a beautiful, bless this mess, drama-filled season. We're getting shirtless Matt James. Woo! We're getting makeout sessions. We are getting horseback riding, all the Bachelor things that we know and love. And I think we're getting some ladies who are going to cause some drama. Yes, yes, yes. There was, if you guys watched the promo for this season, there's apparently accusations that a woman is someone who has sugar daddies. Woo! I have a lot of questions. So everybody, Matt James' season of The Bachelor premieres January 4th, and we will be here to talk about it all on Roses and Rosé. I also want to give a shout out to our team who is so wonderful. Thank you to our editor, JC, our producers, Chris San, and so many other people who helped with our live show tonight. And you guys, you know that I love TikTok, and you know that I love cake. So we got to do a little TikTok thing and try eating a piece of this cake. Here we go. Have you seen this? You do the cake with a glass. And, oh, wow. That's efficient, everybody. I love it so much. I love you all. If you want to talk to me and connect more, we are able, you can find me on Cameo, Twitter, and TikTok and all that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching Roses and Rosé. See you next season.